Have you ever woken up, gone to the bathroom and checked your skin only to find more acne breakouts than you had when you went to bed the night before? I have been there, and every day that would happen, I would wake up and find more pimples, more blemishes, more acne, and I would feel this dark cloud come over me and the whole day because I felt frustrated. I felt like I was doing everything right. I was changing my skincare, I was changing even some of my diet and my routines, and I felt like I was doing everything right. But my skin kept breaking out, and that is the frustration and the feeling of being out of control that I want to help you understand today. And in that state of frustration, that's where I went on my holistic acne healing journey, which completely transformed my life. I'm Kristin Cunningham. I'm a board certified nurse practitioner. I'm also known as the Acne MP. Welcome to this channel. We're going to be talking about the science of acne, what actually causes us to get acne, and then that will lead us to the solution of what we can do to reverse it. On my acne healing journey, I was aware of the conventional medical model solutions. So that includes things like antibiotics, different topicals and skincare. Birth control was an option to help control the symptoms of acne. But in the back of my mind, I always knew these were band-aid solutions. These weren't reversing the root causes of acne. Why didn't I have acne at one point, and why do I have it now? The solutions were not being offered to me as far as how can I get clear skin permanently? And that is where I started this journey to understanding the real root cause. What is it that's changing inside our bodies to create these signal changes that shows up on our skin? So let's take a look first at the conventional medical model approach. So there's 4 pillars that I'm going to be covering that is considered the 4 pillars of acne. So these are the 4 changes that happen in our skin that we can observe that actually ends up leading to that clogged pore. Number 1 is overproduction of sebum. So your skin has oil glands and they're made up of sebocytes. Sebocytes are the little cells that produce oil. So something happens, there's some signals that trigger these sebocytes to produce more oil. They start to enlarge and produce more oil, so your skin becomes more oily. And there are a number of factors for this. Clearly, we know that puberty and the changes that come with puberty as far as hormonal changes can increase the oiliness of our skin. Also insulin and insulin-like growth factor, those are some changes. Overall, we see that this skin becomes more oily. That's pillar number 1. Pillar number 2 of acne is that there's an increase in skin cell proliferation, and that there's the irregular shedding of these skin cells. So then you have all these extra dead skin cells that are not shedding properly, and they can add to the clogged pores. The second change we see in acne. Pillar number 3 is bacteria. So we do see that there are changes in the types of bacteria present on acne-prone skin. It used to be thought that acne patients had more bacteria on their skin, but that has been proved wrong. Recent research has shown that it actually is different types of strains of bacteria that are becoming overgrown in acne-prone skin that are creating more inflammation. So it's not an infection, it's actually more of a microbiome imbalance. Pillar number 4 is inflammation. Acne is an inflammatory process. It used to be thought that just the bacteria and the response of the immune system to the bacteria was what was causing inflammation, but we now know that there are many other factors going into the inflammation that it's occurring on the skin. One interesting factor is the gut-skin connection. When we induce inflammation in the gut artificially, it will cause inflammation to appear on the skin as well. And when we stop inflammation in the gut, the skin will calm down. So very interesting. There are a lot of different factors that go into the overall systemic inflammation of our bodies, but we do know inflammation is present in acne-prone skin. So those are your 4 pillars the traditional medical model agrees on for what causes acne. So number 1 is the sebum overproduction. Number 2, skin cell proliferation, so excess dead skin cells. Number 3 is that bacteria presence or the bacterial strain imbalances. And number 4 is inflammation. Now, what is the conventional approach? Well, a lot of times it's topicals, antibiotics, benzoyl peroxide, retinoids, things to help exfoliate and speed up that exfoliation process, things to dry out the skin and suppress sebum, and then also bacterial suppression as well. In addition, there's hormonal modulation approaches, which means that we're manipulating the hormones in the body artificially through things like birth control or spironolactone to change the hormonal signaling in the body artificially to suppress that sebum production. The problem with these approaches is that when you stop the treatments, most often the acne will come right back. So even if you have clear skin when you're on one of these treatments, what happens then? You stop the treatment and your acne comes back. So we're not actually addressing the root causes. Why are these signals being sent to the skin to make these changes? First thing I want you to know about a root cause approach to acne is that acne is a generalized symptom. that means that there are many different potential root causes. So it doesn't mean there's just one factor sending those signals to your skin to create these changes, which leads to acne. There can be multiple different synergistic signals working together to create the symptoms of acne. Another generalized symptom you can think of is fatigue. So if you go to your doctor and you say, I'm really fatigued, I need to fix this, your doctor is going to have a long list of, it's called differentials, a long list of possible causes of fatigue. Fatigue is a very generalized symptom. There can be many different root causes of why you're feeling fatigue. For one person, it could be a very simple root cause. Perhaps they just need a new mattress or a new pillow. So they're actually getting good quality sleep at night and they're actually restoring their body. And that would be a very simple root cause solution. For another person, they might have anemia or some sort of chronic disease or hypothyroidism or something going on very deep level that needs a lot of attention and a lot of time to heal. So that's why it can be frustrating with acne, because you might read reviews online of some people saying, oh, I tried this cream or I tried that cream or I took this pill or that pill and my acne's gone and never came back. Well, for them, they had probably a very simple root cause. But for most of you watching, you're at the stage where you're frustrated and you're ready for some real solutions. And that's where we can get down deeper to why is your body sending these certain signals to your skin and reversing those. So let's talk about the 5 main pillars that I see as a holistic practitioner about what causes acne. Number 1 is nervous system dysregulation. I know that's a really big term, but basically that's the stress response of our body. When your body is in a stress state, whether that's chronic or acute, your body's going to divert energy and nutrients away from your maintenance tasks into a survival mode. So the maintenance tasks of the body are things like digestion, detoxification, and reproduction, which is very important. Our hormonal balance is very tied to our reproduction. So your body's putting all those things on the back burner to prioritize survival and increasing your cortisol, your stress response. Your skin actually has receptors for stress directly in your skin. So it's responding to your stress signal. So not only is your skin inflammation increased because of that stress response, now your body is deprioritizing things like digestion, detox, and reproduction, which are also very important for long-term skin health. So a lot of times I see people not only get an acute breakout in times of stress, but over time, if they have this low level of chronic stress, that's creating these imbalances in organ systems that are very important to maintaining health long-term. Number 2 pillar of a root cause approach to acne is diet and nutrition. So a lot of times we're depleted in certain nutrients because of our poor Western diet. We might not even be realizing it, but over time we get depleted in some of the most important nutrients to help maintain our hormone balance and our skin health. So making sure that we're getting those nutrients back in our diet are very important, but also removing inflammatory foods. And the most common inflammatory foods I see are things like dairy and gluten, which can create a lot of triggers of inflammation in the body. Pillar number 3 is poor digestion and gut health. Gut health these days takes a lot of hits, particularly if you're someone who's taken a lot of antibiotics for your acne. Those antibiotics that are recommended for acne, like doxycycline, work a lot on the gut health as well as the skin microbiome. And so it's going to be disrupting those microbiomes. And if we're not careful, that can lead to imbalances in the gut health. Even factors early in our life can lead to poor gut health as we develop as very young children. So a lot of times our gut health needs extra attention to heal and be optimized so that we can actually have healthy skin as well. Pillar number 4 are toxins and detox. As I just mentioned, when we're in a chronically stressed state, our body doesn't prioritize detoxification. It kind of puts that on the back burner. But you add that to our modern environment, which is full of toxins in our skincare and our makeup and our fragrances and our water. Everywhere you turn, there are toxins that our bodies need to actively detox. And if our body's stressed, then it's not gonna be prioritizing that detox process. It might be depleted from already detoxing from a lot of toxins. And now we have this vicious cycle where we are backing up on toxins and our body is becoming more and more overloaded. So that's a really important pillar. And finally, the last pillar is things like supplements and skincare. We wanna make sure our skincare is natural, clean. It's not gonna create more inflammation in our skin or on our body or irritate our skin barrier. And then also supplements can be very helpful. I view supplements as the icing on the cake. Once we lay that foundation of those other pillars, then we can add on the right supplements. And so many people come to me taking a random spattering of supplements that they've read about or heard about, and they're not following a actual roadmap to healing. And so that's where it's really helpful to work with someone who knows a lot about acne so they can create the right plan for you. So in the upcoming videos, I'm gonna be talking all about different aspects of acne, how to heal. Make sure you check out my other videos. You can also check out my other resources, Instagram, my blog. If this message resonates with you and you're ready to join our community, I have 2 courses that are going to walk you through the 5-step clear skin method. One is the Clear Skin Code, which is for adult acne, and my other course is the Teen Acne Academy, which is designed for parents and teens to work through together to clear your skin naturally. I hope you'll check it out. Links are below. I will see you in the next video.